Alright, so in the previous lesson, I just showed you how we grew a page from 0 to 10,000 likes, basically within 60 days in the fitness niche. Now I'm going to show you the process of actually creating a Facebook ad to get likes for your page, and this is the same process that you have to go through on every single page that you create if you want to go to 10,000 likes within 90 days. Again, this is the same process that I follow with most of my pages, specifically on niche pages that I want to monetize for Facebook ad breaks. So you can do the exact same thing on any niche, and we're going to be using Yes Surfing as an example on how to create those ads. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump to our Facebook ads platform. So we're going to click on engagement, and then we're going to go down and we're going to click page likes. So we're going to name this campaign something like surfing page likes, something simple, and we're going to hit continue. Now the first ad that we're going to create, it's going to be a worldwide audience. So we're going to be targeting basically a worldwide audience that speaks English. So I'm just going to put something like surfing page worldwide, and we're going to select our page. Now that we have selected our page, our next step is to change the location. So we're going to go to locations and just add, we're just going to type worldwide, and we click on that and it changes to worldwide. Our next step is to choose age. So typically from 18 to 65, but I like to keep it a little bit lower, perhaps 50. So we're going to keep it 18 to 50. All genders, we're not targeting males or females, we're targeting all genders. We're going to click on show more options right here, and on languages we're going to edit this and we're going to type English. Now that we've done that, we can go back to detailed targeting and we're going to click on edit. So as you can see, it's showing us 800 million people, so we need to narrow that down as much as possible. So for that, we're going to go here to the detailed targeting section, and the first thing we're going to type is just surfing, and Facebook is going to provide with a bunch of suggestions on surfing topics and surfing keywords and surfing pages that you can utilize to target with your specific ad. And of course, the first one is surfing, so we're going to click surfing, and you can see that went down to 53 million people. So we're going to add a few more, so I'm just going to type surfing again, and you can see kite surfing, surfing magazine, which is a page with 3 million likes. So we're going to select that, because if people like that page and like that magazine, then that probably means that they're really into surfing. So we're going to type surfing again. We have Surfing World Magazine, I love surfing, and this is another trick that you can utilize to go specifically for someone else's followers. So if you go for a decent niche that has multiple pages, big pages with a few million followers, then most likely you can utilize Facebook ads to target those followers and try to get them to like your page. No matter what the topic of your page is, you can always go on Facebook and you can type the topic, keyword, whatever that is, on Facebook, and it's going to provide you with results of groups and pages. So we're going to select pages here to show you. So we have a few pages with a few 100,000 likes, like I love surfing, Surfing Life Magazine, Red Bull Surfing, we have Surfing World Magazine right here. So we're going to select a few of those to see if we can target those followers and get those people to also like our page, because those people we know are extremely targeted and interested in surfing, and you can do this with your own niche no matter what that niche is. So we go back to our Facebook ads and we can type something like surfing, see if we can find some magazines like Car Surfing Magazine. You can see the magazine right here with 566,000 likes, so we can target those people. So we can select those people to add to our list. So let's say you would type something like Red Bull Surfing, and in this case it's not showing results, so that means it's not available for targeting. And if it's not available, you can typically get some results just by typing some of the keywords in that page name. So if we have big wave surfing here, we have International Surfing Association. So that's probably something that someone that's really into surfing will follow. So I guess we could just click there. We can also select some more surfing pages from here. So for example, we could select something like I Love Surfing, which is one page that we saw in the list. So we have a few pages related to surfing. We also have some surfing magazine, and we also have the surfing as an interest. Now we can add more if you want to, but typically I would say that you can just work with 4 or 5 interests and just test it out, see how that does, and then you can replicate that ad and do some different interests until you find one that works for you. So the last part of the ad creation process is to actually set up your ad. And for this, I went on Google and I found this really cool image, and I put some text on top right here, and very similar to the previous lesson where I show you what we did to get to 10,000 likes using this image ad, and we did the exact same thing. So once I saved this image, I went back to Facebook and uploaded the image. You can easily just change the image here, and I put this caption on top of the image. People who are interested in surfing, because of the targeting that we chose in the previous step, if they see this image, most likely they're gonna stop and read it, and some of those people will actually like our page. So once you have that set up, like I said, memes work really well no matter what type of page you have, no matter the topic of the page or your niche. Usually this is what works really well for us. So once you hit publish, your next step is to replicate that ad multiple times using different detailed targeting options. So you can go back to your ad set and you can easily just replicate that ad, mainly because we want to choose different targeting to see which ones get the best result. We're not going to change the image, we're not going to change the caption, we're simply going to be changing our detailed targeting options with other ones related to surfing in order to see which ones get the best results. And then at the end of 3 or 4 days, you'll be able to see some results inside of Facebook, and you can keep the ones that work best. And of course, what you want to do is keep the ones that have a very low cost per like. That means you'll be able to get to 10,000 likes a lot faster without spending a lot of money. Once you have your first ad, you can go to this duplicate section here, and you can replicate that ad set multiple times. You can select existing campaign, and we're not going to show existing reactions. We hit duplicate, and now you see that we have a new ad created right here where it says copy. Now we can just change this to add more interest, or we can just remove all of these and just leave this one to see if this one works best. We can do different things here to see what works best and get different variations of our ad in order to ensure that we're getting the best cost per like. You don't want to change the ad itself, because if you change a lot of things, you're not going to know what is working best. So you simply want to change one thing at a time.